Hello everybody. I know it's been a long time since I made a video, and believe me, I've heard about it. I hear about it every day from my husband Jimmy, and many of you have contacted me asking to make another one, so I'm guessing that's pretty much what I'm supposed to be doing this year. So that's what I'm going to start. I'm going to start right now, and I'm going to start with a simple verse that the Lord showed me again today. It's spoken to me many times over the years. It's highlighted and scratched up, marked and circled in my Bible. See? Right here. But it's Proverbs 19:17. He who is kind to the poor lends to the Lord, and He will reward him for what he has done. You are kind to the poor, and when you do that, you are lending to God, and when you loan something, it gets paid back. So when you're kind to someone, here it says the poor, and who's the poor? Well, I think that we are all poor in some way. It could be financially we're poor. It could be we're poor in spirit, poor in health, poor in our attitude. However, but we are all poor somehow in our lives. But our responsibility, it says, he who is kind to the poor lends to the Lord, and the Lord is the one that rewards you for that. So I encourage you this year, 2010, to find someone to be kind to. If someone is brought to your attention, or you hear about them through your church or at your work, or even in your own family, your own household, your relatives, friend, whoever it is that the Lord brings in front of you, who is in need, who is in poor, somehow, and your heart jumps and your spirit quickens, and you're just like, oh, that's the Lord speaking to you. And I highly encourage you to lend to that person, to give to that person, to be kind to that person, so the Lord will pay you back and reward you for what you have done. You do not hear me say you give and bless to get something. The Lord's Word tells us when you are kind to the poor, you are lending to Him, and He will reward you. But that cannot be your motive. You have to give out of your love for that person. Or whether you know them or not, it's your love for the Lord that you bless them and you're kind to them. So do that. I encourage you to do that. And, my kids, every single day, what they hear me say, one of the last things they hear me say to them before they go to school is, be blessed and be a blessing. Because once we start hoarding those blessings, we can't do that. We're not going to be blessed if we just keep them to ourselves. We are blessed to be a blessing. Haiti's all over the news right now. If you feel called to give, give. That is obviously a need. There's many, many needs right here in our nation and our country. Open your eyes. Open your eyes. I pray you all have spiritual eyes and ears this year and see where the Lord's working, so He could call you to work there and join in with Him with what He's trying to do. So, what about all these people who look like they're being blessed? I know. I see it. So, here's another verse for you if that's the way you're thinking. It's Proverbs 20, verse 4. A sluggard does not plow in season, so at harvest time he looks but finds nothing. The season is always going on. There's always a season going on, right? So, let your season start now in 2010. Don't mumble and grumble if you feel like you're not being blessed. You start giving right now and start being kind to people and start loaning to the Lord so the Lord can reward you. God bless you. I encourage you. Your life is going to be good. I'm making another video soon for what I believe the Lord's going to be doing in the year 2010. Come back and see me. God bless.